Good afternoon, everyone.
Hello. How you doing?
I'm good. Oh, you're not talking to me.
To
Welcome to the Dragonfly.
Hello.
We hope that you all enjoyed our last video and you had a great week. I can't believe it is Friday already, and
Yeah.
August has really flown, has it not?
Yeah.
We're almost to the end of it and starting into September.
Crazy.
I don't know how. We kind of talked about the super moon on our last video, and I just kind of wondered how or if that affected any of you, or if you noticed anything. I was just talking to Sandy before we started and telling her that I kind of felt like I was in this hermit mode this week. My son as well, he said that he was feeling the same way, where it was just kind of like, it's not like I wasn't talking to people or going
or super
here or
antisocial.
there.
You know, no, it wasn't that.
It was just that I wasn't really. I really didn't have anything to say, and that is like,
that's odd.
not me. And I told her I just didn't feel like the small talk. I wasn't into it. I really needed to just be by myself as much as I could.
Felt the same way. I did. I felt the same way. The social settings that I was in, I just felt like I didn't have anything really to say, and I just sat back and listened. Yeah. And I think sometimes what we have to do that is sit back and listen.
Yeah.
Because
I do too.
Yeah, I think it's important.
It is, because I think everybody needs somebody that just truly listens, and it's hard to find people that will do that. They're either looking other places or you can tell they're thinking about something else, or you're really trying to pour your heart out and they're looking on their phones, or a lot of that conversation I see it a lot with parents and their small children. Their small children might be trying to talk to them or getting on their nerves or whatever, and they're playing on their phones or whatever. And I don't know, when my son was small, cell phones hadn't really hit the market yet.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying that I was like the world's greatest listener, because I had laundry and dishes and work and all of that kind of stuff too. But as I've gotten older, I have learned to listen more, and sometimes I think that a lot of people, I think it makes you feel validated when someone actually listens to you and responds to you. And Sandy's really good about that. For a lot of my life, more people wanted to talk to me than wanted to listen to me.
Yeah.
So if you're one of those people, I get it. It's like, you just want to scream and just go, could you just listen to me for 5-10 minutes or something?
Well, and we talked about that, how we felt, both of us were the same way. We would try to share something, and you just had a feeling they weren't listening to you. Yeah. And if you were asked, if you asked them what you just said, they may say, well, something about this. You had a bad day at work.
Yeah.
But they weren't true listeners, and I've really tried to change that in myself, because you're right, Diane. Many times, being a working mom, children of 4, now soon to be grandma of 10 grandchildren, I have to make it a point to make sure that I stop what I'm doing and ask how their day was. And I hope that I teach them something in doing that, as well as they turn around and ask me the same thing. Yeah. And really truly mean that they want to listen. How was your day as well? So it's hard, and we're here to do that for others.
We are.
We have each other, but I know there's others that don't have a true friend or a companion that they can turn to, and we're here for everyone.
Yeah, we want to hear your story. And even when it comes to listening, I know we've talked about this a little bit too, in the spirit world. If you really are starting to, awaken and become more spiritual, listening is the best. Yes. I mean, like, really listen. Sometimes even when people say something, if you're not listening, you might miss something that was really meant for you.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing, like, when you really stop and listen, what you hear. I mean, you're like, oh wow, I wonder if that message was meant for me, or whatever. But just know that we care so much about you, and we just want you to know that, if you need an ear, you need a friend, you need something, we're here to listen. And if you're just starting college, because college just started,
Yeah, I can remember those days when my daughter went away to college. And, I think we've had plenty of years of experience to
oh my gosh.
to
Yeah.
offer a listening ear, to maybe give a little advice, and sometimes you don't even need advice. You just need someone to listen to.
Right.
Listen to you. So we have the many years of experience. I'm 58 right now, but my first one was born when I was 22 years old. So
I think I was 24, almost 25.
Were you? Yeah. So we've been moms.
We've been moms for a
for
while.
a long time. So you may, whether you want to call us mom, you want to call us, Sandy, Diane, Di, whatever. We're here.
Or
for you.
like my son and all of his friends, they call me Big Mama. As you can tell, I'm kind of a bigger woman. But if you want to call me Big Mama, I do not take any offense to it whatsoever. In fact, it's endearing to me.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that if you talk to any of them, they would tell you I was always the one they wanted to come and talk to, because I really did truly take the time to listen and give advice.
Yes.
I mean, I don't even know if some of you in that millennial or Gen X or, generations know who Dear Abby was.
Well,
it was a column in the
Yeah.
newspaper, which, if you don't know what that is, anyway, I'm just teasing with you. It was a column you could write into Abby, and she would give you could ask her anything, and you could get advice. And I kind of feel like we're the modern day Dear Abby's,
I know you've told me this before, but hasn't some of your son's friends turned to you down? I know just recently, two of my son's friends have called or messaged me and said, "Hey, I'm in town this weekend. Are you and your husband home? I'd like to stop over and visit." That means the world to me. It means that I at least had an impression on these they were in high school at the time, and now they're in their middle 30s, asking if they can come over and visit Mark and I.
Yeah.
So to me, that is just a thrill.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, so I know you've said that about your son's
I
friends.
still get happy birthday text messages from, one of my son's friends who I always, saw him and still do see him as a second son to me. And my, sometimes I'll hear from my niece, and she'll call and just ask me what I think, or what my advice is, or and it's to me, it's humbling that we're seen that way, and that people want to talk to us. I mean, we've probably even told stories about just being at the store, and strangers will just come up and start talking and tell me every dark secret or whatever's going on in their life. And if my mom happens to be with me, she'll kind of walk away and do her thing, and then when I catch back up with her, she was like, "Oh, who was that?" And I'm like, "I have no idea."
Happens all of the time. Happens all of the time. I might be on the phone with you, and it's hey, and it's like, and I'm like, hi.
I'm like, "Oh, Sandy's in town." Everybody knows it.
So I mean, I just feel like I think it's because we do generally care about people. We do. We are very genuine people, and we do care, and we care about not only our family, our loved ones, but we care about other humans. So.
Yeah, and so I would have to say that our one piece of advice, because we got lots of it, our one piece of advice to those of you, young, old, it doesn't matter, is try to just challenge yourself to try to listen more. And see what you get out of the conversations that you're having with other people. If you actually put down your phone and just focus on them, just look at them, and don't be thinking about, because a lot of people, they think about, oh, how am I going to respond to that, or oh, I got a story just like that, or something. Kind of clear your mind. And again, we go back to spirituality. I mean, it when you go into meditation or something like that, you clear your mind, right? And so it's kind of like that when you're having a conversation with somebody. Clear your mind, be open, listen to what they have to say. Don't speak while they're speaking. Let them finish.
Yes.
Maybe you're about to make a judgmental, statement, but you got to wait for the whole story and then go, oh, okay, well, that totally changed my mind and my opinion and everything else that I was going to just about say.
That's some great advice.
Yeah.
That really is.
And so, I don't know. I guess my thing is if we're going to start trying to be better people, trying to make the world a better place, I really, truly believe that the first step could be just to listen. I mean,
yes,
it's really not that hard.
No, it isn't.
It's not.
And sometimes you just, like we felt like hermits. You said we felt like hermits this week, and didn't do a lot of social, just socializing. But I think it was meant to be that we needed to listen to others.
Yeah.
Listen to see what was going around, not only in our circle, but in the world. And we saw a lot this week.
We did. We saw a lot this week, and we took in a lot and processed a lot. And the other thing is, one of the most important people that you can listen to is yourself. If yourself is telling you something, whether it's your intuition that's speaking, or maybe you have a spirit or a spirit guide that comes to you, listen to yourself, because I guarantee you are never wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, you're probably one of the only people that you can listen to that is going to never be wrong, right? Because, who's gonna, I guess you could argue with yourself, but if your heart tells you something, then follow it.
Exactly.
But just listen. Tap in.
I think that's good.
Yeah?
Yes.
Me too.
All right.
Well, I know this seems really short because we are like big time talkers, right? So we're kind of trying to be respectful of people's time, and let us know, if you like these little bit shorter videos, or if you liked us to go on and on. I know that everybody has a million things going on these days, and maybe you just needed a boost, a big hug, a big, hey, we love you and we're thinking about you kind of moment, and you only had about 10 or 15 minutes. So consider this a big, big bear hug from here to wherever you are. And if you want to talk, we'll listen. If you want to put a comment, we'll respond. If you want to send an email and it's more detailed, we'll respond to that as well too.
I like the Dear Abby, Dear Di, and Dear Sandy.
Yeah.
I like that.
Dear Big Mama and Little Mama. I don't know. I don't care what you put, really.
Well, you called me Sam in the last video, so
Sammy.
maybe we can say Dear Di, Dear Sam.
Dear Di and Sam.
I like that.
Yeah, me too. Anyway, we do truly, truly care, and we do want you to know that we hear you. If you don't feel like you're heard, we hear you. So reach out, and we promise we'll get back to you. So have a good week or day, or who knows when we'll be back. Surprise. But we love you.
Love you.
I love her too.
Love you.
Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.